What's up, horror fam?
You know what time it is.
And today we got Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2.
Let's get into this.
All right.
All right.
We're into this. All right,
We're
guys.
into it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Horror Chronicles podcast, your favorite fucking podcast. That's right.
Hell yeah.
We said it. But
And
anyways,
we meant it, too.
anyways, guys, what's up out there? We're going to start off a little bit of business real quick. If you're just listening to this on iTunes and Spotify and all those great places like that, and you're not following us on Facebook, jump on over to the Facebook page, guys. Join the crowd. It's getting bigger and bigger every day. Join a community, start a conversation, send us a message if you want to come on the show and talk about a movie or some paranormal stuff, whatever it may be like that. And we get you on here, guys. Very easy for us to do. So
Yeah.
Hit us up.
It's super easy.
Yep. Don't be worried. It's
We'll
okay.
even put your smiling face on video.
If you want. We don't
Even
have,
if you don't want.
we don't have to, but
Doing it.
it's better that way.
No.
But anyways, guys, yeah, jump on over there and tell everybody else about it. Go to YouTube. Check us out on YouTube as well. We're going to be having some cool stuff coming up on that.
We've been saying that for a year, but we promise it's coming.
Well, it is coming. You don't just kind of rush that kind of stuff out either. We tend to rush things out, and it doesn't get all...
Yeah.
It's not that great.
I'm all about rushing.
It's better to take your time on things. But yeah...
Come on, honey. The news is on.
Hurry it up. But anyways, guys, yeah, check us out over there and subscribe and all that good stuff and let us know what's up. And if you are listening to us on iTunes, jump over there and give us a 5-star, if you would. Or
Even if
anything.
you wouldn't, do it anyway.
Yeah, screw it. What's free?
And leave a review. You would not believe how much leaving a review on iTunes helps us bump up on their system.
Yeah, it helps tremendously,
Crazy.
guys. Helps tremendously. And you want other people to hear our fucking amazing voices.
Hell yeah.
So go out there and let them know what's up. But, yeah, if you want to peep some badass merch like my hoodie or the banner we got back there, go on over to tpublic.com. T-E-E. Go ahead. Finish that up for me.
TEEPUBLIC.com.
I feel like I'm talking too much here already.
That's all right. I like the soothing sound of your voice.
I like the soothing sound of your voice. But anyways,
Hey,
guys, that's the
girl.
business, really. So, that's right, everybody. You heard we're talking about Return of the Living Dead.
Not Night of the Living Dead, not Day of the Dead, but
The
your
Return.
favorite, Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, 1 and 2, guys. 1 and 2.
Yeah, we left 3, 4, and 5 out because
Yeah, I mean, I remember 3 just mainly because the chicken in it was, at one point in time in that movie, was hot.
even when she was dead, she was
Something.
she was something.
But anyways, tonight we're talking about 1 and 2,
2.
which,
Who does number 2 work for?
it's funny because, like, I've seen both these quite a few times.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since I've seen part 1 or just Return of the Living Dead because part 2 is my favorite. I just like it a little more. I know a lot of people like part 1 because trash, but
Oh, of course.
we're going to get into that. But yeah,
Part 2 is a little more campy than part 1.
which is why I like it.
And which is funny because part 1 is campy as fuck.
Exactly.
so you get into part 2 and it is way more of a horror comedy.
And we'll get into it, about...
But anyway, let's lead the show off with Return of the Living Dead, 1985.
oh, yeah, guys.
So, short synopsis for this movie. Basically, 2 bumbling employees at a medical supply warehouse accidentally release a deadly gas into the air. And we're not talking flatulence. We're talking military-grade
Flatulence.
green stuff. It was funny. They made it green. The vapors cause the dead to rise again as zombies.
And part 1 has one of my favorite zombies ever,
Yeah.
which is the
Tarman.
Tarman.
Brains.
God,
Yeah,
I love
hell
it, man.
yeah.
I mean, cheesy as shit, but just this is really kind of like a feel good movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a good time
a lot
to watch.
A lot of people saw this movie when they were kids.
Yeah, which is crazy considering.
And you watch it again when you're an adult and you understand everything.
Yeah. Why is that girl dancing butt ass naked with her vagina hanging out?
Because we like it. That's why.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
thank you, Linnea Quigley.
Full frontal, son. She got no qualms or quarrels about it.
No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
Yeah.
But so the director of this one is Dan O'Bannon.
Dan
O'Bannon. The writers on this was Rudy Reese. I wonder if they're related to Christina. Interesting. And John A. Russo.
Great story.
Yeah, the writing in this is it's pretty good. This is an 80s movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Straight up 80s horror, and that's why I love it. You know what I mean? Great. I mean, just
everything about this movie, when you watch it now, it takes you back to that time.
Yeah, even like the fucking names of everybody in it. You got fucking Trash, Spike.
Yeah.
Freaking what was the big guy's name? The tall dude.
What was it? Spider or
something like that. Suicide or something like that. Suicide was his name. So yeah, corny ass names and shit. The cool thing about it is the gang will call them. Yeah. Their little posse, their group.
Oh my God, this just popped into my head, dude.
What's up?
So the one guy, I can't remember his name, the black guy.
Yeah.
Was that the same guy from Friday the 13th?
Chimichangas.
Oh, these damn enchiladas.
Or enchiladas, yeah. Oh, these enchiladas. Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
I don't know why that just ran through my head, and I was like, wait a minute.
I was going to bring that up, too, because I thought about it last night. I was like, I got to bring that up.
Nice.
But you beat me to
Oh,
it.
these damn enchiladas.
Yes, sir, you're right.
Hell yeah.
But what I was going to say is about the group is cool. They're all fucking different.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way they dress,
Yeah, you got Spike. He's got the leather and the frickin' mohawk, and and then you got Trash. It's all painted up like a dead doll, And
but like the one guy's a preppy looking kind of dude.
Yeah.
One
and
of
his
the females
too. She was
a little preppy and it's weird, man. People you wouldn't think would hang out together, but they do.
Right. Well, that's because they were partying. I hung out with some squirrely characters when I was partying.
With everybody too. So, but
those were the days.
So, like we said, guys, these two people are working in this medical facility place. It's a supply place, and one of the guys, Freddie, who's the young guy who is all these people are waiting to hang out with. He's working there with and that is Thom. I guess I'll say Tom
Matthews.
How the fuck?
Well, that's,
That's T-Hom. T-Hom Matthews.
Why did my mom name me JT instead of GT? So I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, Tom Matthews plays Freddy, and the great James Karen, God rest his soul, as Frank.
He's so overacted.
And if you don't know who James Karen is, James Karen's been in a ton of shit, but what he's most well known for, of course, is this movie and Poltergeist.
Yep.
He was the owner of the real estate firm that...
He's so overacts in this movie.
Yeah.
And part two.
Right. Oh,
he fucking puts it into it, man.
And he's a great actor. He's been in all kinds of stuff.
And then, of course, you got Linnea Quigley as Trash.
Oh, my God. The lovely Linnea Quigley.
And she just lets it all hang out,
Go figure. No lipstick in this movie, though.
Yeah,
I was disappointed.
But, the graveyard was cool fucking setup.
Yeah.
Resurrection Cemetery was the name of the place. The acting in this is so fucking 80s, man, that, yeah.
And wasn't it Acme Medical Supply?
I can't remember what it was.
I think that's what it was.
No, I think it was, what was it? Shit. UNITA.
UNITA, yeah,
you're right. UNITA Medical Supply.
You're right.
UNITA. Yeah. But
so much fun shit.
We're going to get away. We're going to talk real quick about some of the financial stuff, then we'll get into the movie a little bit. On the box office, guys, this movie had a budget of around $4 million. which I guess would be a decent amount
a
back
sizable chunk back in
then.
1985.
You know,
I mean, you know, it's hardly nothing now. You know?
yeah, exactly. Then opening weekend in the U.S. of A, it grossed $4,403,169.
Hey, they made their money back.
They made their money back already, and then it ended up grossing $14,237,880. That's a damn good profit, I think. 10
Not
mil,
bad. Not
you know, a
bad.
little over 10 mil. Not bad at all. I'm assuming they didn't have the worldwide. They probably just
Yeah, they just.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's made its money and then some.
Everybody got paid.
Everybody got paid, man. Paid a man.
Linnea Quigley got naked. The world is a better place.
Yeah, all around, guys, is a better place for everyone. No, the writing, like we talked about in this, the writing in this is really good. It's really, you know, campy kind of, but that's what we like. You know, we like them funny little innuendos and the little, you know, like when they're inside the place and he's showing them around, like the half the dogs and the bodies and all this other shit. You know?
Right.
And then they go into the owner of this place named Bert, and they go into the office room and you see fucking like an icing test, and then if you read it, they want you to read it because they pause. They don't pause, but they have a conversation.
Yeah, right
and in
in front
between
of
them is this thing, and it says like Bert is a slave driver.
Yeah,
like all kinds of other shit. It's pretty good, like little stuff like that, you know, and just the James Karen, or Frank as he is, his character in the movie, his acting is just so, you know, over the top on everything, and he cracks me up. Even
when he's talking about, you want to go see the dead people?
Yeah.
He's like, the dead people. He goes, you know,
yeah,
You know,
his hands are like that. Yeah, he's.
You know, he's just a character actor, and
I think a lot of people take this or thinking about taking this movie seriously, but you know, it was made to be basically like a horror comedy.
it was made to be laughed at.
You know what I mean? It was definitely like a horror comedy, and it's a good one. I mean, you guys won't be disappointed with this one. I love the cemetery scenes. Just the way they have the cemetery set up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, I think that had the potential to be a really cool fucking like non-comical movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And they had some parts in it that were
Oh no, the parts when they're
know,
yeah,
not meant to be comical. They were meant to be horrifying.
like when the ambulances are coming or eating the brains out of the fucking ambulance dude's driver's head and shit, you know.
And the one zombie getting on the mic, send more cops.
Yeah. Send more cops.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking the guy who works at the crematorium. I can't remember his name now for some fucking reason. Why am I drawing a blank? But anyways.
Oh, his name was Ernie.
Ernie, yeah.
Ernie in the movie. He was the yeah.
And he's straight up a German dude. He's listening to fucking German music and then like gets a little German pistol on his side and this and that, you know. But he's funny in this too. The way the characters go back and forth on things, it's well written for being a I don't know what you would say. Would you consider this a B-rated movie?
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know, I don't know because it got a pretty good release.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Because I remember when it came out in the theater, you know, and
See,
I remember wanting to go see it because they had the coolest. They had the coolest trailer for the movie. You know, they were showing you all these different scenes, and then at the end of it, they show you the cemetery, and the frickin' skull pops up with the frickin' spiked mohawk, and he opens his mouth, and they start in with that song, "Do you want to party?"
Yeah.
You know, it just.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. You know, it's not really an A budget movie, but it's not really a B. It's an A minus maybe.
A minus. Story of my life.
I'm gonna give it an A plus though.
But yeah, my thing
it was
was
so fun.
Great movie. By all means, I'm not trying to talk down about it. This is a great movie. I love this movie. Very funny, very cool 80s feel.
Yeah.
I think, man, that it would had the potential to be a cool fucking zombie flick, like a serious zombie flick.
Yeah.
You know, the characters in it, like everything could have been.
And I really think they should have done some sequels for this.
Yeah, well,
Oh, wait.
they did. They did.
They did.
And this is what's cool about. So, guys, yeah, the first one, very comical. I mean, you're gonna love it. It's
So many cool scenes. I mean, we could talk about this movie all night.
it's a movie that we could talk about, and but we really don't want to break it down and go scene for scene, talk about all this shit, because you guys need to see it.
Yeah,
If you haven't
for sure.
already, I'm pretty sure you have. But if you haven't, definitely check it out. Fucking funny as hell. Great music, great fucking actors. It's just it's a good movie to watch.
You know, and it's your typical zombie flick. You know, people are trapped in a building, and trying to figure out how they're going to survive the night or escape.
Yeah.
And
Great movie. Now it does have nudity, full fucking nudity.
there is a lot of zombies in this movie.
Yes.
A lot.
A ton. But it's definitely worth watching, guys.
Yeah.
Great film. If you haven't seen it already, definitely check it out. So,
and the makeup effects in this were
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
damn
dude.
good too.
oh yeah. So we talked about sequels. There are sequels to it. Real quick though, did they make an actual remake of this?
No, they have not.
See, man, I'm telling you guys. Okay, this is what I want you to do. If you're listening to this, either go to our Facebook page or in the comments below. What do you think about doing a remake of Return of the Living Dead, but making it a serious. Like,
Little
keep the
less comedy.
80s feel.
Yeah.
Keep that whole thing going on, but make it kind of serious. I think it'd be fucking awesome.
Keep Linnea Quigley in there.
Yeah, let us know. At least give her a cameo, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely, guys, I think they should. Let us know below. I definitely want to hear you guys' input on this. Send us a message or leave it in the comments below, because I'm definitely going to read them, because I want to know what you guys' thoughts are.
Oh, show.
But anyways, so they did make sequels.
They did.
And tonight,
Several.
we're going to, yeah, they have. Yep.
Several.
And we're going to talk about part 2 of this. I like part 2 better than part 1, just for me, because it's more of a, it's more around the, I remember watching part 2 in a hotel room when we were traveling. Me and my family were going somewhere. I think we were going to Mexico for a vacation way back in the day. And I remember...
Oh, I thought maybe you were doing like an American Psycho thing.
Yeah.
Like, with your wife and you're looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah,
No.
ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're
You
talking
what I'm
about. Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm going
I know what
with
you're
that.
talking about. I do that all the time myself. But anyways, yeah, I remember watching part 2 of this, Return of the Living Dead 2, guys, what we're talking about. I remember watching this when I was a kid, watching parts of it, and the part I remember seeing when I was in the hotel is the part where they're throwing the brains out of the back of the fucking thing. So,
yeah.
but we're going to get into it.
Yeah. Yeah. for
So
sure.
what's the synopsis on this one?
So, synopsis on this movie is a little different than the first one. This one, some kids, curious kids, unearth the barrels, which we didn't really talk about that from the first movie. Basically, these things were released. There was some, the military had found a barrel in the bottom of the medical supply building.
There's like 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, well, and they accidentally opened one of them, and that's what released all this. Well, in the second one, these kids find one of the barrels that previously helped revive the dead, which proves the second time it's an undead charm. Woohoo! Some of these synopsises that people come
Corny
up with.
as shit.
So anyway, basically what happened was they start off not too long after the first one, and the military is transporting these barrels with the corpses in them.
Dude, the fucking drivers.
And the driver, he's token on. You know what was funny about that scene is the whole time they're showing just the driver, and he lights up this joint and starts toking on it, and then he passes it to the passenger. They never one time show the passenger in that vehicle.
And that dude, like, it's a little bitty pinner joint, too. It's like smallest thing I've ever seen. But and they're military
It's not
guys.
a hog leg, but anyway.
And they're military.
Whatever gets you high.
They're military guys. And they're smoking inside the thing.
So he hits a bump, and we had a weird flash there. But anyway, he hits a bump, and 3 of the barrels fall out of the truck. One of them ends up in the river, and just so happens there happens to be 2 older boys that are picking on a younger boy, and the younger boy gets away from him, and he's running, and he ends up hiding in a sewer drain. And the 2 older boys end up finding him in there, but while they're in there, there's this barrel laying on the ground. Mm-hmm. And so they start looking at it. Well, they end up popping the lid off of it, and underneath the domed lid on this thing, it's like flat, and it's covered in plexiglass, and they can see the body, the face and the hands of the zombie in there.
Yes.
And
then it gets really good from there. You know, I like this one a lot. This one is definitely, what's cool about this one is it's definitely fucking B-rated comical one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
However, it also is kind of serious too, so I like it. I like some of the stuff they do, like, so there's a scene in this. We're not going to go scene by scene, but there's a scene in this where the little boy comes back to his house, and everything's under construction and stuff. So he's running back to his house from the boys that were after him. And he runs inside, and his sister's doing this aerobics. Like,
oh, yeah.
The 80s, you know, classic 80s fucking jazzercise aerobic shit on TV, which plays a part later on in the movie.
Right.
Which is good, too, because it just, yeah, there's a lot of comedy in this one, man. So let's get to a little bit. The director on this one was Ken Widerhorn, and he's also the writer. Stars in this one, you're going to see in this one a couple people you remember from the first one.
Yep. And it's so weird.
Yeah,
because they really shouldn't have been there.
Well, that's what's funny about it, because in the movie, he even says, he's like, man, it's like I've been here before.
Yeah.
Like, them two working together. But James Karen again.
This time he's playing a guy named Ed.
Yep. And Tom Matthews.
Yep.
And this time he's playing a guy named Joey. And they work together in this. They're basically robbing graves and stealing skulls.
Yeah, because Ed, James Karen, they want to steal skulls to sell on the black market. Probably not a great idea.
Yeah.
That's
Michael.
one way of getting some head, though.
Yeah. He's here all week, folks. Michael Kenworthy plays Jesse in this. And
the cable guy.
The cable guy.
No. It was so weird. I was like, my God, this cable guy has been at this house for fucking ever. What the fuck? But the sister was doing jazzercise, so I get it.
He's got to lay that cable down.
Yeah, he's laying cable in her.
And then we wanted to mention her because she's in a movie and she's attractive.
yeah, very.
But Susan Snyder as Brenda.
Yeah, and Brenda was Joey's girlfriend.
Yeah, and this one annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know that she was. I could put up with it.
You could put up with a lot of things.
I could.
So I'll let you read the box office stuff on this.
This movie, like we said, it came out in 1988. And the budget on this, again, $4 million.
This one did a little bit better than the first one opening
this
weekend.
Wait.
Yeah, it did a little bit better.
We got the same box office here. How the hell did I do that?
You fuckered it up.
Yeah, I did. I fucked that way up, didn't I?
You have a tendency to do things like that.
Sometimes I do that.
We're going to look it up on the old interwebs real quick. You know what I mean?
So what was some of your favorite scenes out of this movie?
Oh, dude. I got to tell you. So, like, it's not necessarily the scenes that were my favorite. Some of the people, like the doctor that they end up running into, he's like, he's funny as shit. The things that, to me, in this one, it wasn't so much of the scenes, it was more of the acting in this one. And some of the innuendos, like I said, with Ed and Joey. Joey's like, man, I feel like I've been here before, and I've done this before.
Yeah. Feels like I've been here before. Little maiden there. So yeah, the budget on this was $6.2 million. Opening weekend, it did $3.6 million. Lost their ass on that. Gross in the U.S. and worldwide, they ended up making $9.2 million. So they didn't do near as good on the second one as they did the first one.
Yeah.
Which is odd because, you know, this movie it's a fun movie. I mean, it's a lot more campy than the original.
Yeah, this one's funner though. This one's fun. I like this one a lot.
But you know, it was still
my favorite scene though in this. I gotta say, if I got to go, is like I said, the one I remember when they're dumping the brains out the back of the freaking out of the back of this truck to go and to get like beef brains. They're luring all the zombies into this place.
Yeah.
That fucking that lady's head.
Oh yeah.
Get this damn screwdriver out of my forehead.
Yeah, they end up they break into a mausoleum and end up stealing the head of a corpse, which James Cairn has to cut off with a hatchet, which was kind of cool. And then he picks it up and he's showing it to him. He's like, "Ooh," you know. And so they end up throwing this thing in what looks like a bowling ball bag. Or
something like that.
Something like that. And they're carrying this head around with them. And, you know, of course, now, you know, these kids have let loose the juice again.
Let loose the juice.
And what is so cool about both of these movies is I love how they did the music in them. Oh, dude. They had both movies had fantastic soundtracks. And whenever the fog would start going out and going through the cemetery, you know, and then of course in both movies, as soon as the fog covers the cemetery, it starts raining. And it just beats that shit right down into the ground. And the next thing you know, you start seeing the ground moving. And
this has some of my favorite. Some of my favorite fucking theme music.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, there is some really cool music in these films. Gotta
love 80s horror, man. Gotta love them. But yeah, guys, both these movies are great. Awesome comedies. If you like zombie flicks, you've probably already seen these.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked them out, definitely give them a listen, guys. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, and they're not super horrifying or super scary.
Now, there is nudity, of course. It's 80s horror, so you guys know that.
But you know, there's a lot of gore in them. You know, the second one when the girl, the sister, ends up shooting that one zombie with the frickin' shotgun and blowing him in half.
And he gets up on his arms.
The bottom of his body's walking around, and, you know, and
definitely worth
so many
out,
cool
guys.
scennes, man. So much cool shit going on in both.
We
just
kind of want to do almost like a suggestion on these for you guys as this episode. We kind of want to we'll look for ideas. I was like, man, I really want to talk about these two because they're
a fun watch.
They're a fun watch, both of them.
Especially if you watch them back to back, which I did not.
I did. Me and my wife watched them both last night. So.
I watched the second one again because I wasn't as familiar with it as I was the first one. The first one I've seen so many times because I just absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, it's great. There's a bunch of sequels. You can check those out if you want. They're not. I don't think they're as good as the first two.
No, there's not. I think all in all, there's 5 movies.
Yeah,
I think.
But the first two are great, guys. Check them out. Good comedies. You won't be disappointed in them. If you look for some cheesy horror comedy to watch, if you like zombie flicks, these are perfect, right down your alley. So.
Hell yeah, and you'll see little Easter eggs throughout the movies, different things.
Yep.
Give you a little throwback, especially if you were an '80s kid.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So yeah, guys, definitely check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
But that's going to be probably it for tonight, guys. We just want to do a quick episode on these two for you guys, give you some just suggestions to break the monotony up for you. And, thanks you guys for your support. We know it's been a rough year for everyone, but everyone's still doing good. We're still rocking. We're still putting this stuff out for you like we said we would, and that's what we're going to do. But We appreciate everybody. We love you, horror fam. We're getting ready to do a live show right now, so if you're hearing this, you missed out.
You missed it.
But anyways, guys, look at a price on that fucking Mercedes.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, sorry, we're looking at some shit. We love you. Thanks for support, horror fam. And more importantly, as always, until next time, keep it creepy.